All right, everybody. Johnny Scoble, and this is Chase the Heat. Thank you guys for being here. We're going to have a fun night. Let me say hello to people that are here already. Let me see who's here. I'll greet everybody as they come in. But so far in the stream, I want to thank first and foremost Bizzle, my wrench, my fast gun. It's just you and me, Bizzle, so be on your toes. You got Buddy, Dale Cox, Mischief Managed. Thank you for being here. Narfman. Pickles was here. We got Pepper Poppy and Anime Worldwide, LLC. Thank you guys for being here. All right, so, excuse me. John Clark, thank you for being here. Dizzy Dragon, my dude. And thank you for being here. And I heard you the first time. I used to say it to my wife, my ex-wife. I heard you twice the first time you said it. Barbara Aldrich, good to see you. Brock Bandy, thanks for being here. Balaki and Risk Congo. Look at that. Just got home from pouring concrete all day. Glad you're live. Me too. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Bizzle asks, hello, bus driver. Glad you're feeling better. I'm much better. I'm back to 100%. Tommy is not. He's not digging it. KM, Christian Melinda, thanks for being here. Grumpy Gill, hello. Fatal Massacre. Big question here. Biggest question from Fatal Massacre. Am I related to the guy that created Scoville Ring? No relation. Scoville was not my birth name, people. I changed it to try to shield my children from the evils on the internet. Mark Albert's good to see you. Falk Nuts. I said I pronounced the L in there. Falk Nuts. Good to see you. Thank you. I'm feeling much better. Heat Seeker Pepper Reader. Good to see you. T-Bone. Hello, T-Bone. Thanks for being here. Peppermeister. I'm feeling much better. Thank you. Mr. Dale Cox. Glad you're here, my dude. Jane Aldrich. Thank you for being here. All right. So did anybody notice the secret message? Mark Weaver, good to see you. Tortuga, hello there. Did anybody see the secret message within the thumbnail? Anybody? Bueller? Nobody saw it. Secret message in the thumbnail for this video. Quade Prescott, thanks for being here. Good to see you. See if anybody can hear. Give me just a minute, and you know what? I can pull it up and see if anyone. Yeah, there you go. Travis saw it. Travis picked it up. Disney saw it, and so did creator Manuel Derritendo. 1 hot minute, people. So this is an exciting thing. 1 hot minute is a ball. It's a lot of fun. Casey Cap Cramp, good to see you. Yes, 1 hot minute, Kristen. Jonathan, good to see you. So this is what, if you've never heard of 1 hot minute, do me a favor and put a 1 in the chat. I'm going to explain 1 hot minute. 1 hot minute is a good time. Tad and Kit are here from Harvest 912, among my favorite people on the planet. Here's what 1 hot minute is, in case somebody doesn't know. There you go. Casey Capcramp doesn't know. 1 hot minute is a ball. 1 hot minute is where we all get something hot. And on the half hour, we're all going to eat something hot together. 21 months. Yay. Almost 2 years. Man, I love you, Bizzle. Heard you, Anna. Here's what we're going to do. Everybody get something hot. I have from California Blazing Chili Farms, Carolina Reaper garlic oil. But I'm not just going to use it with a spoon. I've got here some crackers and some Triscuit. Not Triscuits. I'm not sure what they are. A cracker of sorts and some cheese. And on the half hour, I'm going to eat this. Now, what I want, if you're taking part of 1 hot minute, what you'll do is you'll put in the chat what you're eating. You don't have to eat anything super hot. It doesn't have to be a pepper. If you got just a little dab of hot sauce, something spicy chips, some salsa, whatever you got, some tincture. Inevitably, everybody, we have a good time. And then, so between now and the half hour, you're going to report in the chat what you're eating. All right. And then on the half hour, I'll do a 10-second countdown and we'll all eat this stuff together. Pepper Poppy, I did. I tried it on my dinner last night. It was wonderful. I'm gonna do a video about it because it was really, really good. It was perfect in the dinner I had. But thank you. Do me a favor if you can, email me the ingredients because I'd like to be able to talk about it intelligently. It's chasetheheat@gmail.com. If anybody doesn't know. Anyhow, we all eat it. Then we eat it on the half hour. Then you're gonna fire in the chat what your heat is, and there's honorable mention for whoever has the biggest bird and goes at it the hardest. Good example. Russ went really hard one hot minutes ago and shot up to a 10. It really is a lot of fun. I have not. Praise I am. That's not my get down. This kit is my hot moment. Yeah. Brownie points too. Herge has been to one of these. It's been quite a while. This is cool. Yeah, they're fun, man. I love 1 hot minutes. 1 hot minutes? I guess that's how I would say it. I just picked fresh peri from my garden for 1 hot minute. You got to be kidding me. How cool is fresh peppers from the garden for 1 hot minute? You're going to get bonus points just for that. Seriously, bonus points that you grew your own 1 hot minute product. That's awesome. Buddy, I'll eat some high desert sauce, co-conspirator. That's a great sauce. By a good dude. I like that guy. Zach is a good man. He was close to me. Believe it or not, he's 4 minutes from here. Now, let me tell you a little bit about what I'm having. This is from California Blazing Chili Farm. It's a chili oil. I'm a huge fan of chili oils. Love them. In this is vegetable oil, crushed arable peppers, ground Carolina Reaper, garlic, and that's all, folks. And it says that's all, folks. All right. So I'm going to put some of this on the cracker. I'm going to wait until the half hour. I'm going to put it on the cracker. And, no, you know what? I'm going to do this one early because when the horse race starts, I don't want to be chewing up anything. You guys know I'm talking about with the horse race. You guys read what you guys are chewing on. 7-pot douglas for Dizzy. He always goes exotic on this. You know that? Oh, wow. Smells so good. All right, so I'm going to review this right now so that when the 1 hot minute comes around, I'm not chewing. I'm doing the horse race. All right, so here is cracker with some cheese. Pavlov's dogs. All right, so this is from Carolina Blazing Chili Farms. Their Carolina Reaper garlic oil. Here we go. You're kidding me. You know what's funny about this? You really gotta, when you make a chili crisp like this, you do all the crispy. You gotta get it perfectly because when you add the oil, you're gonna lose some of the crispiness, and none is lost in this. The garlic has sort of a roasted kind of quality to it. It's not stupid hot by any sense of the imagination. Have some more. Oh, lovely. Walter Wild asks, how can you discern the flavor through the burn? Because you're kind of imagining it from your point of view. Now, when your tolerance is low and you eat something hot, you're immediately in pain, right? And our brains, no matter how sharp you are, I used to be a guy that used to say, I do 10 things at once. No, I don't. I do one thing at a time. We think we do 2 things multiple things at a time. You can't. Your brain does one thing at a time. So if your tolerance happens to be really low and you eat something really hot, then you're just, all you have is pain. And pain is not something, like your brain isn't wired in a way where you can say, all right, hit a switch. So we're going to forget the pain from it. Let's see what this tastes like. Oh, lovely. I taste the garlic. And you lose that. So you have a very, very small window to taste flavors and kind of really experience what you're tasting if your tolerance is low. If your tolerance is really high, like my tolerance is really high. It's high all the time. But right now it's the end of the pod season. Now, granted, I've had 3 days of being sick, but still I've eaten peppers, So that on my scale of 1 to 10, what I just ate is a 1. So I can taste that there's spice in there, but all I taste is flavor. And I know people that say the opposite. There will be people that say, Walter, there'll be people that say, you burned your taste buds off. If in the comment section, there's almost 500,000 comments, 460,000 of them. I can type in like taste buds. I can pull up every comment that's ever been made that contains taste buds in there. And I'll bet you there's 1,000 comments that say that I burn my taste buds off. I'll bet you anything there's 1,000. Out of 460,000 comments, I promise you there's 1,000 of them that say that. It's just the opposite. It is literally just the opposite. The higher your tolerance gets, the more you taste. If you have a hot sauce and you think you know what that hot sauce tastes like, especially the hotter ones, like Swampadelic, any of the like Exoresco is a wonderful example. Taste Exoresco and tell me what you think it tastes like. Then get your tolerance up and go back and taste it again. Forget about it. It'll blow you away. Look at this. The man himself, Mr. Carter Lee. Love you, brother. Glad to see you. This Carter Lee is the man behind this spectacular product. Just reviewed it. It's really, really tasty. You nailed it. Here's the thing. I've made it before where we didn't get the first step right. You have to really get the crispiness of the garlic and everything else you have in there. Because when you add the oil, you lose some of the crispiness, and you didn't. It's got a great crunch to it. You did a great job, Carter. I'm glad you're here. Godowski twins. Good to see you. One chip challenge or Bula. Boy, I'd go with the Bula. Pepper Poppy says, "How are you, Heat Seeker?" Heard you. Burned your taste buds off. Sounds made up. Oh man, you know what? Everybody in this chat's heard it. I promise you. Anime Worldwide, thank you so much for your super sticker. That's very kind of you. If you're in this chat and you eat hot stuff and you've had someone say to you, man, you burned your taste buds off, throw a 1 in the chat. I know for a fact Pickles has. It happens, It's just what people say. How are you? Can't be asking me. I'm way better. I've been sick. If you're asking me, I'm much better. I'm healthy now. See, Dean. Oh, I know you heard Dean all the time. Well, Dean eats ridiculous stuff. If you haven't seen Conjured Vapors channel, please go check out Dean. Put the link to your channel in there. He's just a wonderful chili head, and Bizzle gets it. We all get it. Brock for sure gets it. It's something people say. You aren't burning your taste buds off. I promise you. Here, we'll do it again now. Now put a 2 in the chat if you've experienced greater flavor, greater ability to taste more stuff with a higher tolerance. Cooley McCoolson, shut up. Cooley McCoolson, so good to see you, man. It's been a while. You're right. I'll watch you. Hope you're doing good, man. Thank you for being here. It's 1 hot minute, guys. Listen, we are now, 13 minutes away, 12 minutes away from 1 hot minute. What that is where you all eat something hot together. So get something from your pantry somewhere, fridge, something hot. It doesn't need to be super spicy. I don't want you cramping up if it's the middle of the night or if you haven't prepped. But get something spicy. I've already eaten my hot thing because when it starts, I want to do the horse race. If you've never done this, it's fun. Get something hot. Seriously. It doesn't need to be super hot. But type in the chat what you're going to be eating. All right? Type in the chat what you're going to be eating. Caleb Oates, good to see you. Buddy, nice to see you. Look at all those people that have experienced tasting more because of a higher tolerance. Man, I like seeing that. I really, really do. I just saw Disney Dragon, member for 20 months. Man, it's so cool. He's doing a chocolate 7-pot. It is going to be rough. Turk Sacks Pepper is good to see you. I've been told I need to see a doctor. Man, me too. I get that all the time. First time trying spicy chorizo. It's not bad. It's a little warm. Very, very good. Is there a super hot ramen I like? Caleb Oates asks. You know what? What I do every time I have ramen, I don't have ramen normal ever. I'll have ramen. I'll cut up a fresh pod and put it in if I got it. Mischief Managed. Thank you for being here. 7 months. Paid my toll. You missed it. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here, Mischief Managed. You're awesome. And I add stuff to it. I'll add something hot to it. You know what? A really cool thing to add to an egg, add to ramen is just an egg. When it's boiling, drop an egg in there. If you do it right, it's a different experience. Toby, Rebel, good to see you. I'm feeling way better. My energy's back. Dale Cox is doing 5 Reaper cross gushers. See, that's what I'm talking about. For 1 hot minute, he's already getting an award for making the effort before it even starts. That's a very, very aggressive 1 hot minute. For real, that's going to be a 1 hot half hour is what that's going to be. For 1 hot minute, doing a shot glass of Pepper Poppy's hot sauce. Isn't that great, Dean? Wicked tasty, isn't it? Is it the same thing that I have, Dean? If it is, it's wicked good. I had it on my dinner last night. James Collins cares. Man, I'm so glad to see you here, dude. Thank you for being here. And Brock Bandy says, Dean, that sounds awesome. Can't wait to also try it. Hang on 1 second. You know what I got to do? Give me just a minute. Talk amongst yourselves. If you have any questions, good time to ask. Anybody have any questions you want to ask me? We have another 9 minutes before this begins. 1 hot minute. And man, I'm telling you, if you have never done one hot minute, you don't want to miss this. Make sure, seriously, get something hot. Do not miss this. James Collins says he has a red jalapeno. Okay, so where's James Collins? There he is. There, I can't do that for some reason from StreamYard. You now have a wrench, James Collins cares. Hope you don't mind. I just noticed you're very, very handy with a wrench. Noah Wright asks, how's my brother feeling? He's feeling garbage. He really feels terrible. Right before I started the chat, he was been down for most of the day. He popped up right before I started the chat. Doesn't look so good. I says, your body hurting? He feels like he's been thrown out of a car. It's terrible. It's a bummer. I feel bad because I like that part of it, and he doesn't. Tom Broom, good to see you, bro. I've got my Killer Yellow 9-month lemon tincture with me for 1 hot minute. That's so cool. I'm glad you're here, dude. Galactic Yachts. You know, I'm getting a headache right now. I'm trying to decide between a yellow Maruga and a chocolate primatale for 1 hot minute. Boy, if I always have the choice. You know what? There are times where I go, eat both ways with those peppers. There are times where a chocolate primatale is going to do it. But I'll tell you what, yellow Maruga. I'm a huge fan of yellow peppers, man. Yahweh, and you're welcome, James. Thank you for your help. The 1 hot minute is going to be my breakfast at 7:20 there, Anna says. Anna, where are you, hon? I know you've told me before. Please tell me. You in Sweden? I think you might be. Mad Marcella from Uncle Bull Cow from Mark Albitz. That's pretty cool. I ask questions and the answers fly by and I don't see them and I never get back to them. I'm sure. Yes, it is. Conjured Vapor. That is great sauce. I dig it. A 5-lobe chocolate rose. Sounds gorgeous, Dizzy Dragon. Hellfire hot sauce, pineapple fatale from Herja. Very, very cool. Kelly Gerard. Hi, Johnny Chiliad here, longtime fan. What happened to Mommy Crisp? Great question. I don't know if it's in stock. I haven't seen. Here's the thing about Umami Crisp. It's a labor of love. First of all, not that this is a factor. There's not much margin in there, profitability, because it takes so long to make. It is a two and a half day process. From cooking the stuff, there's a big process. So I'm sure he'll get back. He's going to be my interview for the next. If you haven't heard. The next After the Burn, that's the series where I interview people that have been significant to this channel. The next interview is Blazing Foods, Mr. David Foy. So when we have him on, I will ask him, but I'll probably talk to him before then. It's a great product, actually. I don't want to miss Anna's answer. Thailand. Man, I would love to go to Thailand. That's so cool. Anime Worldwide, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. The crisp was amazing. Boy, you know what? If you knew how much of that stuff I ate, you wouldn't believe it. I had a thing of it this big on my counter, and I filled that thing twice. I was just eating a lot of it. SG, I did. Thank you so much. You're a rock star, dude. Thank you. Well, I don't know. Galactic Yachts is asking if it's going to be Wednesday. You know what? It may be tomorrow. I don't think Friday's a good day. Let's talk about that. I don't think Friday's a good day because it's Friday night. You know what I mean? Would you rather have it tomorrow, Friday, or just skip it this week and go on to the regular schedule, which is Wednesday? Let me know what you think. Also, I think I'm going to move to doing two a week, because I'm not going to be able to get to everybody doing just 1 week. Kylie Northern, good to see you. Kyle Northern, excuse me. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. There's something. Anna is leaving for South Africa at the end of January for 2 months. Checking the house over there, then back to Thailand again. I'm an expat. Man, that sounds like an experience, like a journey. I know I met a lot of expats when I was in the Philippines, a bunch. I heard some scary stories, man. I really did. Some wicked scary ones. The guy lost his house and everything. He told me this story, man. It was really funny. We were at this place, and I'm like 5'11". So in the Philippines, I'm tall. Like, I'm wicked tall. So I was at this place. We were at a chili festival. And I'm looking around, and there's another really tall dude. He was taller than me, and he was also bald. So a couple minutes later, we're talking. I could tell he's American. So we start talking, and he was an expat. And he told me this terrible story, man. Unbelievable. We have another. I can tell the story. We have 4 minutes till I can tell it in 2. This dude falls in love with this Filipino girl. He loves her. He wants to marry her. He asks her. She says yes. He wants to buy a house over there. Only he can't because he's not a citizen. He's American. So he says, we'll buy it together. Put it in your name. All right, see where this goes. I can knock this out in 30 seconds. I don't need another minute and a half. You know what happened? They get married. Like, within a really short period of time, the mother-in-law and a couple siblings move in. Doesn't go well for a while. He gets bummed out. One day he comes home from work. The locks are changed. He calls the police. They say, who's on the lease? He goes, well, it's not my name on the lease. They said, you're out of luck. See? Knocked that thing out in 60 seconds. Scared the pants off me. I'm not going to lie to you. It was frightening. Frightening. It really was. Not only that, my ex-wife was Vietnamese. All right? She's from Vietnam. So when I was over there the first time, every single woman I saw standing up from behind looked exactly like my wife. Same hair, same figure. It was weird. I kept doing like the double takes all over the place. By the second trip, I was over it. First trip was close to my divorce, though, you know. Dale's got a full drop of tincture in each of the 5 peppers he's going to burn. That is nuts. All right, we're 3 minutes away, people. 2 and change, actually. Windmill Willie, good to see you. I've already eaten my hot stuff. I reviewed a spectacular product from California Blazing Chili Farms. If you have it, if you like chili crisp, this is unbelievable. It's garlic and Carolina Reaper, but it's not so punishing that it's going to hurt you. The garlic has kind of a roasted garlic flavor to it. Great crunch, and you're going to love it. Get some. Now that Cardelli is a really good guy, and he's a good force in the chili community. You know what I mean? So get some of that. We are a minute and a half away. Yeah, a minute and 35 seconds away from 1 hot minute. One more time, if we have anybody partaking in 1 hot minute, their very first 1 hot minute, let's see a 1 in the chat. If you haven't gotten something, I'm telling you, you still have time. We got another minute. If you haven't got something hot, very, very quickly, get something spicy. We're going to eat something together. See, we got a bunch of first-timers. This is so exciting. All right, get something hot. We're going to eat something together, all right? If you have time, we still have a minute and 5 seconds. If you've got time, type in the chat what you're eating so we all know. We'll all get fired up for each other. For instance, I think everybody in the chat, Andrew Brown, I love you, dude. Everybody in the chat's kind of rooting for Dale Cox. 5 gushers with full, you got to be kidding me. That's just crazy talk. All right, we're about 45 seconds away from 1 hot minute. We got a bunch of first-timers. Tracy and Michelle, so good to see you. I love you guys. Narfin's got blood ghost pepper at the ready. Fine choice. Aristocrat. Leslie Stalker, spicy wings with 100% paint sauce. I dig it. I like your approach. All right, so we are now 25 seconds. Yeah, about 20 seconds now from 1 hot. Nabbit. Tablespoon CPR. You're a madman. All right, here we go. Dale automatically won, says Bizzle. Bizzle, I love that. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 hot minute. Eat your spicy stuff. Let it sink in. If you have the go order 3. If you can type in what you're tasting, let us know. And then you're gonna say, like, hey, I'm burning up. I'm at a 2 as an example. You'll see my post there. See, and as it gets hot, you're gonna type it in there. And I'm gonna do the horse race. Here we go. We have a bunch of people ate a lot of hot stuff. Be looking for the dark horse in this one is gonna be Dale Cox eating 5 gushers. For anybody who doesn't know what a gusher is, it's a full Robbie dropper of tincture inside a pepper. Maddening. All right, so Bella is already at a 2. Dizzy Dragon's at a 6. Narfman says, man, that's a tasty pepper. Dizzy Dragon, okay, hold on. Sweet Heat from Anna. She has peppers from her own garden, by the way. 1 for Dean. Not that hot, but delicious. It's a delicious one. The sauce, Pepper Poppy's eating the sauce he made. We got Silver Surfer retiring to Costa Rica. That is a plan. All right, so we are 1 for Pepper Poppy. Oh, you can taste the mango. Sorry about that. 2 for Zach and the... Not going to happen again. Hi, Kylie. Kyle, sorry. All right, 2 for the fresh jalapenos out of the garden. 8 for Leslie Stalker. 7 for Dizzy Dragon. 1.5 for James Collin Cares. 2 for Tom Broom. Might go to a 3. Anna's at a 7. Boy, that shot up quick. Way to go, says Zach, says Tracy, Silver Surfer. Kelly's at a 2. Andrew's at a 4. The root beer tincture. Beautiful tincture, man. I love that stuff. Mark Albert's at a tasty 2. Narfman at a 2. Butt building. On the outside, we got Heat Seeker Pepper Eater coming up with a solid 2. We haven't heard a word from Dale because he's still eating those 5. I'm already fired up for him. Kyle Northern, guy 10. I got your name right this time. Now, Nola Wright, where are you sitting, Dale Cox? We all want to know. Going back in, says Bella Lugrisi. Dizzy Dragon, Sweet Heat for chocolate pepper. Late season, it happens. 3 hiccups from James Collins Cares. I love that. I'm at a 5. Turkax Peppers. 10 for Anna. Woo! I love that. 5 for James Collins Cares. 3 for Brock Bandy. So dry. Buddy's at a 1. Casey Cap Cramp on the first ever, by the way, 1 hot minute, sitting at a 5. Crater Emmanuel Derry Tendo at a 2. 1.5 for Dean. I think he's being generous. Narfman, my son's at a 3. Boy, I love a family that does this together. Still haven't heard anything from Dale. 2 for Pepper Poppy, maybe do a 3. Chips and Salsa at a 2 for SG. Dale Cox finally in there. Smoky, bitter, floral. I'm at an 8. First time he's at 8. He's going to go to 10. He's got a really high tolerance. You guys don't understand. 8 for him. That's a ridiculous number. Dean knows. 4 for Bella Lugrisi. Sweet beads on a bald pate. There you go. Cantaloupe aftertaste, maybe 7.5. Dizzy. That sounds excellent. Brock Baines at a 5. Heard ya. Maybe a 2. Pepper Poppy is impressed with Dale. He just threw a star there. Dale's at an 8. Narfman up to a 4. Mark Albert's at a 3. Noah's at a 3. Creep up to a 6.5. We got to check in. We'll see where Anna's at. She was at a 10. Surfers, let's see. Silver Surf says Dale's probably getting his eyes open so he can try it. Right, exactly. Dale's at a 9. 9 for Dale. That's crazy. James Collins Care is riding a 5. Peaked at 2, maybe 2.5 for Pepper Poppy. Dale's rocking it. Galactic Yachts, 4.5, maybe a 5. Seems like it's peaked. 6 for Brock Bandy. I hit the catch-up button. Sorry about that, you guys. Hope I didn't miss anybody. Did I miss anybody? I hit the wrong button. He said 8. I did miss that. That was a good horse race. All right, that was Delish. Heard ya with a 2. Okay, Zach and Zoe show, maybe a 2. Wish I had more pods. I get that. Dizzy Dragon, now I'm at a 1. It got to a 7. Wow, nice. Narfman at a 5.5. I think it's peaked. Now, what I need everybody to do, type in the chat okay, Andrew Brown, another guy with crazy tolerance, at a 1.5 with some delicious tincture. Bella's hanging with a towel, bath towel, 7 or 8. Didn't get the bath towel. Now, we're going to wait a couple more minutes. Then I want everybody to put in the chat what your peak. What did it peak out at? I know that Anna in Thailand got a 10 from peppers from her own garden. But I think we're going to give. I think we have a 2-way tie. I think I want to give We're going to wait until everybody's final scores come in. But I think at the running right now, we got Dale Cox with a valiant effort. 5? Did you eat all 5, dude? 5 peppers and 5 gushers. That is a stomach bomb. 7.5. Pretty scary. Heard you up to a 3. Ron on Atwood is in trouble for the tube of peanuts and corn nuts. Yeah, James, you have no idea. I think he thinks it's going to be easy, man. Pepper Poppy, 2.25, maybe to 2.5. Good. Anna, after 2 tablespoons of sugar, down to a 7. Wow. Wow. Do we have any endorphin rushes in the anybody get an endorphin rush today? Remember, there's bonus points if you get an endorphin rush. Kelly Gerard peaked at a 3. Pretty good. Brock Bandy's still at a 6. That's hanging in there. It's got legs. Hang on a minute. James Collins, 5 was peak. Red Jalapeno in for a bit. I'm a bit of a whip. No, you're not. Let's see here. Peaked at a 3, Kelly said. Mark Albert's peaked at a 3. Burns in just a good way, Pepper Poppy says. 2.5 for Balaki. Spear Prof missed it. It's a bummer, dude. Get the next one. 3 for Zach and Zocho. Delicious, though. Got one earlier today. Very cool, Heat Seeker. What's an endorphin rush? Feels like drinking fuel, says Dizzy Dragon. It's funny to have Dean say that. If you guys, Dean's a scary man. He really is. 8 for my peak. KC Cap Cramp, very good. Peaked at 4, full Robbie. Nice, Andrew. The lemon isn't that hot. Went to a 3, now down to 1, man. I had to pull over just to do it. Oh, yeah, dude, Outback. Oh, dude, have fun tonight, man. Oh, it's a heavy one. Pepper Poppy, one of my best friends got an endorphin rush off a beast pepper I grew on Sunday. His tolerance is low, though. Listen, man, I was with Tad got endorphin dump and fire hose from one warthog. And it's a beautiful video. Just the first half. You can see the endorphin rush. You sort of see. You definitely see it. Dizzy stuck at a 3. That's not a bad thing to have happen. Kristen says, I think my favorite thing about 1 Hot Minute is that everybody can participate, even if you're only at the jalapeno stage. You know, even if you're a black pepper, seriously, that's the thing. It's not a contest here. It was almost worse when I first started. There was this, if you're already in a certain level of pod, then you're on a chili head. Chili head to me is all about enthusiasm and emotion. If you're enthusiastic about bell pepper, you're a chili head. You don't have to be melting someone's face off to get there, Peaked at 5.5. My son peaked at 6. Narfin. I'll tell you, we could have a 3-way tie. You got some families working together here. It's pretty cool. Brock Bandy's at a 4. Finally dropped a little bit. Tempted to have yellow mooger, the yellow one now. Did you already have the chocolate Primatali first? Is that what you went with? Because that's a wicked hot pepper, bro. I can't type. Wow, I have not had a endorphin rush like that in a long time. I've had it too. It's a special feeling, man. It really is. The endorphin up. Now I can bring back my crackers. Man, that was bugging. I kept hitting it with my elbows. Start irritating me. Sabadoff. Good to see you. Lovely. James Collins cares. We are all champs. Uh-oh. Anna's tears are running madly. Are they hot tears by chance? That was awesome, Johnny. That was a good job. Listen, this was fun. It always is. Thank you for being a part of it. I went down the wrong, swallowed it wrong. That was awesome, Dale. Some sort of Noah Wright. I'm munching on some sort of a cracker, a Triscuit or something. With this stuff is way better down your swallowing it versus your windpipe. Not so good in your windpipe. Pedro Macaya from Chile. Grow my first super hot Trinidad Scorpion, chasing the heat slowly. Tell you what, you aren't going to be chasing it slowly if you're eating Trinidad Scorpions, dude. That's a very hot pepper. Thank you for being here, Pedro. Joseph, I eat habaneros regularly every day. Is it suicide to try a primatali? Nah. Here's the deal. If you eat habaneros every day, you just got, I mean, you talk about multiples, you just one or two a day, like not together. Because here's the thing. It's a phenomenal jump in heat, not just in heat, but in the aggressive nature of the burn. It's not going to kill you. If you're already accustomed to heat, then listen, if you're eating habaneros, you probably have already experienced a whole crap, I've eaten something too hot moment. So if it happens again, you've been there, you know not to freak out, you know it's not going to kill you. I say go for it. But for goodness sakes, film it. Excuse me. Just saying. Dale's got warthogs already growing. He almost picked the one and only warthog I had, but I'm waiting until it's right. Boy, I hope you get one of the scary ones, dude. That is a wicked, unbelievable pepper. It's funny when Tad and I ate it. Tad had eaten, he'd eaten chocolate primatalis. He'd eaten the hottest stuff there is, And despite that, he had never had an endorphin dump. He had never had fire hose. You know what I mean? And we did that pepper that day, and man, he got them both. But the endorphin dump, if you haven't seen that video, it's hilarious to watch because you can see it come over. He looks like this, and his eyes kind of roll into the back of his head. It's like he's looking into a different realm. Pretty crazy. But I love that. I love the feeling of an endorphin dump. It's a special thing. But here's the thing: you got to go aggressive. You got to go way past your comfort zone to get one. And there are those that are going to get something hot and go, that's it. I don't ever want to go hot, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But then you get these broken people like me who eat something hot and goes, is that all you got? What can we do hotter? Barack, good to see you. How the heck do you eat as much hot stuff as you do? I'm broken, man. I've been doing it a long time, I'm like the Gandalf the White of the chili community. I've been eating peppers forever. Like, I don't know how old you are, but I've been eating peppers probably longer than you've been around. And that's not a knock on your age. I'm just that old. Bold statement here. I have seen all your videos. Well, almost all. You do know there's 6,400 of them, right? I appreciate you saying that, but you haven't even come close. There's no way you could. I mean, even if you've watched a lot of them, there's 6,000 of them. That's scary that I've even made them. Do you understand how frightening it is to even say that? It sounds like a psychotic. Like, if you said it to, like, I have a friend who's a psychologist. I went to college with her. She went to college, went to school at Brown. I went to college with her, and then she went on and got her doctorate at Brown. But she's a genius, and she's a psychologist. And she probably looks at me and goes, man, you got to screw loose or something. Not just what I do, but just the frequency that I do it. It's just sort of absurd, but kind of how I am. It's worth doing, right? It's kind of how I am. Barack says, the one where I downed a bottle of Mad Dog. Now, I've done a lot of that. I've downed some of their sauces, like their gold, their 20. Is it the 20th or 25th anniversary? It's the gold. Andrew Brown will know. One's silver, one's gold. I think the silver is the 20th and the gold's the 25th anniversary. I chugged that one, but I think what you're probably talking about is the plutonium, and those were not a good idea to do. Like, seriously, even if you're just an animal. Like Dean, I love Dean. Dean's got a spooky tolerance. So does Dale Cox. I wouldn't want either one of you to do that. I really wouldn't. I like you both. You know what I mean? It's like there's hot, and then there's just like, I can't wait to have David Ashley is the man who owns the company that makes that product, and he and I go way back, like the beginning of the channel back, and he agreed to let me interview him. So I'm kind of excited about that. That'll be fun. Pepper Poppy asks, you ever get lip numbing from peppers, people? You know what? I've never had lip numbing. I've had my lips burn. But peppers are weird. They burn in strange places. Sometimes they burn your throat. Sometimes, has anybody had the experience? If you've had the experience, put a 1 in the chat for this one, where you eat a pepper and it burns your throat. Your mouth doesn't even feel like the pepper didn't even cross over your tongue. Your mouth doesn't burn at all. But somehow your throat's on fire. It's almost like it somehow skipped the chewing part. I don't understand how that happens. That's happened to me so many times where I'm like, how does that work? It's strange, right? Man, I ate a pepper. Look at all the ones. And then you have peppers that it burns your mouth so bad, and you swallow it down your throat, but your throat's fine. But your mouth burns. Why didn't it burn your throat if it burns your mouth? It had to go through your throat to get to your stomach, but it didn't burn your throat. I ate a pepper with College Boy once, and it burned him right here. On the outside, right here. Didn't touch himself. He goes, my lip's burning right here. It burned his lip in one spot. The peppers are weird, man. I don't know why they do what they do. It's strange. It's a bizarre thing. Anybody listen? I have to talk about this. I don't do social media because I think it's just a cesspool. I really do. I'm not on Facebook at all because it's just. I'm sort of on Instagram. I throw some stuff on there occasionally, but I'm not even really on Instagram that much. When pepper season's coming around, I throw pepper pictures up, but I just don't like social media. You know what I mean? And but I watched a thing on Instagram. Heisenberg. Do you guys know Jeremy Heisenberg? Did anybody see that video? Did anybody see the video I'm talking about? I don't need to say anything more. One of the funniest things I've ever seen. Has anybody seen the video I'm talking about? Dean, did you see it on Instagram? It's a League of Fire post. He's doing something. I don't even know what he was eating. I clicked on it. Before I even clicked on it, I'm looking at the thumbnail. I'm like, oh, it's bad already. I can just see the look on his face. I'm like, oh, this is not going to be good. And he eats it. Whatever it is, it looks like it's a shot or something. He chews it up. He's going to kind of choke it a little bit. And he goes, oh, and coughs it up. I mean, it goes right like this. It goes out of his mouth just like this. Try to imagine. And goes like this. Just like that. I'm not even joking you. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Dean did see it. His spew was awesome. Here's the thing. I don't like it when they intentionally do it and they're trying to, that snuck up out of nowhere. He sent me a text. He's like, dude, did you see that? I'm like, yeah, man. I sure did. He goes, it's never happened to me before. He goes, I've never thrown up on camera. I said, no, dude, you threw up on the camera. Forget on camera, on the camera. And you saw it. Explosive. I'm sorry, but that was, I apologize if you find that offensive, but I found that so funny. Well, honestly, what made that funny was you could just look at him and see that it came out of nowhere. It was, I've never done that. Have I done that in a video? No, I did. Yeah, I did. If you look at the milk videos and the fish videos, all bets are off there. What's gonna happen is gonna happen. You know what I mean? But on a pepper video, I've never chundered on a pepper video. I don't think. You know what I did when I did the? I saw the screenshots when I did the Valhalla. I tried to do a double Valhalla. It's like 2 pounds of meat. And it was just absurd. It was stupid to even try. It's just too much meat. I can't do that. And I tried. And it wasn't so good. I kind of snuck off. Did anybody see it? I said, I'll be right back. I ran off camera because I didn't want to. If it's on camera, you get a strike, So I ran off camera. If you can hear it. If you listen carefully, you can sort of hear it. And I came back and ate more. There's just no way I was getting it down. It was just too much. Dale is a savage. So here's the thing. Today's bonus points, they're going to go for, we got Narfman and his kid. They took part of this as a family. So that's going to earn them honorable mention. We've got Anna in Thailand who ate peppers out of her own garden at 7:30 in the morning, and got to a 10. Are you kidding me? So that's got her for honorable mention. And then we got Dale Cox. You guys are awesome. Dale Cox ate 5 gushers with a full Robbie dropper in each pepper. I don't even remember what peppers it were. Matters not. It doesn't matter if they're cherry tomatoes. For real. It's still mad. That's crazy. All you guys are amazing. It was a fun 1 hot minute. So listen, that's what I'm going to do from now on in 1 hot minute. When I do 1 hot minute, it's in the thumbnail. You'll see the OHM hidden somewhere in the thumbnail. So look for it. Today I did it and nobody noticed it. I actually had to change it. It was up for like 3 or 4. The first couple hours it was up. Nobody noticed it. I even sent it to Lego. I said, Lego, can you see the OHM in this? He's like, I said, can you notice this? He's like, yeah, it's a nice jar. I'm like, no, you knucklehead. Can you see the OHM? He's like, no, I can't. So I made it darker and then changed the picture. Still no inside. So I think the second time was pretty obvious. I don't know. Thought it was. In fact, you know what I can do? Watch this. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, this is great. Watch this. This is only gonna take a sec. This will only take a second, people. Where's the 1 hot minute where I just upload it? There it is, right here. All right. There's the first one. And then I'm going to do one more. I'm going to show you the second. I'm going to show you both. I'm showing you where I went wrong and how I changed it and tried to make it better. It still didn't make it better. All right. There's the other one. All right. So this is the first one. Do you guys see the OHM? You see the OHM? You got the O, the H in the middle, and the M by my ear. Nobody saw that. Maybe it was just too subtle, right? So then I changed it about maybe about a half hour before the live stream. I changed it to that. And there, the OHM, it isn't just a shadow anymore. It's really strong. But still, nobody saw it. Now, I have to think that had I done that, if I kept it like that, ugly mug off of there. Thank you. I think had I left it like that with the darker letters from Jump Street, I had a hard look on the first one. I can look like that if I want. You know who's got a scary hard look? The nicest person in the world. Like, I mean, a gentle man. Dean, Conjured Vapor Dean. If you when you know the guy, he's just a gentle guy. He's knowledgeable. He's kind. He's just one of those guys that you're really glad he's your friend. You know what I mean? I'm not joking. If your path crosses him, good for you. I mean it. I'm not trying to embarrass you or anything, but he's just a very nice guy. But if you didn't know him and you came out of your bedroom to go down the hall to go to the bathroom, and he was standing in your hallway, your heart would attack you. He is, or if you were in an alleyway, you came out of a store and you ended up in an alleyway and you looked to your left and he was standing there with a black trench coat on, your heart would attack you. I kid you not. He is big. You know what he looks like? He looks like the Undertaker. Honest to God, he looks sort of like the Undertaker on the wrestler. But he's just the nicest guy in the whole world. Looks can be deceiving, you know. But now I only see him like a big teddy bear, you know. He's just like that. But when I first saw him, I was like, God, who's that? Who's that? Eating peppers like a lunatic. He was scary in Pennsylvania. If you could have seen the performance that dude did. I say all the time, dude, he's the kindest dude ever, an awesome fighter as well. Dude, he's a madman. Listen, if you could have seen what he did, like on stage, he's just a beast. And then the putt, and after the putt, here's the craziest thing. I will never forget this. After the putt's over, right? The last hole was this peppermint. I don't know if it was the black version or if it was the cinnamon. It was the black version. Black Death is the name of the thing. It's a lollipop. It's 16 million. It's got 16 million Scoville in it. And the deal is, you got to keep it in your mouth. You can't take it out, right? And when you take it out, you're done. And it's like a pumice stone that's 16 million Scoville. So when you move it from one side to the other, it's like just like scrapes your gums. It's brutal. So anyway, he goes through the whole thing. He does, after competing and winning, he ends up doing the golf, right? And it's over. It's over. Everybody's like, the second the ball hits the cup, they're throwing the lollipop away. They're gargling stuff. They're drinking water. It was horrible, right? I look over at Dean. He's got the lollipop in his mouth. I'm like, Dean, it's over, dude. Why do you have the lollipop in your mouth still? He goes, because I like it. You got to tip your hat to pimping, you know? The guy's a savage. Honest to God, though, one of the nicest guys in the world. He's back to a 4 now. Dale Cox is back to a 4. Pretty rugged ride, dude. Think about that. We did that 23 minutes ago. All right? You'll feel that. I mean, how was the endorphin rush? Because I like rating my endorphin rushes. Some of them, it's really funny. There are good ones. They're all good. They're all fun. They're all a good experience. But there are some, like, I've had some where I'm at like a 9 for pain, and it just takes the edge off. It's usually where I continue pushing it, like an extended challenge, and it just sort of takes the edge off. And all it essentially does is allow me to finish. You know what I mean? And that's not a really good endorphin rush. And then I've had some endorphin rush where I'm at a 9. I just have another Robbie or another pepper, usually just another pepper or two. And it's the right number, and it goes from a 9 to a 1. just like that. And those are my favorite. Those just like, it's gone. The pain's gone. And it's all, you can't describe it. You can't explain it. I mean, you can describe it. You can't, I mean, somebody watching would be like, no. You know, the first really hard endorphin rush I got on video, it was a doozy. It was maybe not the first, but one of the first big ones I ever got. It was a big one. And in one of the comments, it's still there. You can go and read it. Like, why are you faking like you're getting a buzz from eating something hot? I remember laughing at it when he made the comment. But it ages like a wonderful wine. Because every single year there are more and more people that are doing eating, chasing the heat, and eating hot stuff, and everybody's getting endorphin rushes. And this person made a comment, "You're faking." I'm like, faking it? You gotta be kidding me. It's a beautiful thing. You're right, Johnny, says Dale Cox. Spicy is better than coffee. Christian Melinda says, you know what? It really is. If you're doing a road trip, no lie, if you're doing a road trip and you're starting to fall asleep, I promise you a Robbie dropper of tincture is going to do so much more for you and so much faster than a cup of coffee will. No fooling. You're not sleeping. I mean, you're not. Your stomach may take a beating on a long road trip if you keep doing that. But I'm telling you. Johnny, can you say hi to Emily and Ianth? Hello, guys. Emily and Ianth. Good to see you. Thank you guys for being here. Hope you guys are enjoying each other, your company. I've been loving spicy coffee lately, Galactic Yachts. Well, you know, that's another thing I got dumped on for. I remember I had the first year of the channel. Honestly, the first 2 months of the channel, I did coffee with powder. And I just put powder. I didn't even put tincture. I just put pepper powder and then just stir it up. And I had people say, "What are you, crazy?" I mean, these are chili heads saying to me, "What are you, crazy? What's your problem?" And these are guys that are like, these are chili head friends of mine. I'm like, what do you mean? What's my problem? It's a great idea. You should try it. Now there's like a whole bunch of companies that make spicy coffee. I'm like, wasn't so stupid, was I? Brock uses the tube of terror to stay awake. It'll do it to you. It works well, Brock. It does. It'll keep you awake. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up in just a couple minutes. We're going to go for another, I'm going to do a full hour. So we have another 8 minutes or 7.5 minutes. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. Tonight, if you are free, hey, Chad Matthews, good to see you. If you are free this evening at 7:05, about an hour and 7 minutes from right now, I will be hosting the Lifeboat. Excuse me. This is sort of what we've done this for each other, honest to God, for our entire lives. I went down with something, he'd help out and step in, or he'd go down with something, I'd step in. If you knew, for years and years and years. So he's a good guy. I was like, that was weird, man. I don't ever get sick. Hi, Bill Gaines. I never get sick. And man, day 2, he's like, "Ooh, you're really sick, man. What is the worst?" Bill Gaines asked, "What is the worst tasting pepper, in my opinion?" You know what? I'm the wrong guy to ask that because I'm just I'm just a pepper lover. You ever like a dog lover? No dog lover is gonna look at a dog and that's an ugly dog. If you're a dog lover, every dog you see is amazing. They're dogs. You know what I mean? If you're a cat lover, every single cat you see, like every cat you see, "Oh my God, look at that cat. It's beautiful." I'm like that with peppers. Now, if you'd asked me that 7 years ago, Bill, I would have said, the caramel scorpion just about made me throw up. The funny bit, if you guys want to watch it, the title of the video is "I Survived 10 Rounds of the Hottest Peppers in the World." It was grown by Leo McGinnis. The brain's firing on all cylinders now. It was only about 6,000 videos ago. And he staggered him in such a way. I had like a boxing match. Ding. And it sounded like a boxing ring. I'd have a counter. I'd have 1 minute to eat the pepper. Then I'd have 1 minute to kind of wait between rounds. Then another pepper. And he staggered them so that they taste good. It was hotter. And I don't know. It was the 6th round and the 7th round. It was a caramel maruga. That's what it was, a caramel maruga. And it was, at the time, was the most vile, foul thing I had ever tasted in a pepper form. And if you listen to the video, it's the craziest thing. You can, it starts to come up and you can hear it. You can literally hear it stop right here. It took amazing control. It was a close one. I never met a pepper I didn't love. No, you know what the thing about it is, it's kind of, I used to say it's like a wine connoisseur, because someone who likes wine, you know, their get down is, I want to try a new wine. That's, you know, sure, there's a list of wines you really want to taste, or new, you know, vintage wines that you want to get your hands on a bottle. But I think a better analogy is, because everybody can relate to this, because everybody in the chat is either going to be a dog lover, a cat lover, or both, right? So if you're a cat lover, you know what I'm talking about. You see cat videos, like everyone. There's no such thing as a bad cat video. There's no such thing as a bad dog video. And that's kind of how I am with peppers, man. They all taste good to me. I just love them. They all have personalities, man. It's like, I don't know, man. They're special. They're different. There's a million different shapes, and the flavors are all different. And not only that, every pepper is like, they have personalities, man. Every one of them does. And even if you pull peppers from, like, look, I had a bunch of warthogs, but one of them had a jacked up personality, right? I had a bunch of warthogs. They all were fierce. They all went after me like I did something. I beat them up at a bus stop, you know, when we were in grade school, or I took their lunch money or something. And they remembered me. And finally, after 40 years, like, there's that Scoville. This is it. It's payback. That was crazy. It was fun. That was a personality, though. The thing was just evil. They even have genetics just like people, right? I think it is funny how they all have, you know, they have different characteristics and burn, and some are sneaky. Like some are sneaky. Like Tad and I ate a, how was it called? Pockmark orange. And man, first of all, it tasted like lavender. I'm not joking. It tasted like lavender. But it's a video of it. It's really funny. We were chewing them up, and I ate it. I was like, no heat. I said it was delicious, but no heat at all. I mean, like zero, none, like no heat at all. He's like, yeah, me either. But the flavor was really great. And if you watch the video, about 55 seconds after we ate it, Tad's like, wait a minute, it's starting to get hot. And right as he said that, about a couple seconds after he said it, I started to feel it, and it climbed. But I mean, it was because ghost peppers delay sometimes. You know what I mean? They have a slower burn, but it's not like there's no heat and then it comes on. There's heat right away, and then it just gets worse. This pepper was no heat at all, and then it was heat out of nowhere. So there are peppers that are sneaky like that, you know. You get like habaneros; they don't burn you; they sting the crap out of you. It's like a tongue tattoo. If I thought I'd get a good one, I'd get a tongue tattoo. I don't know, maybe not. I'm due for some fresh ink. I really am. All right, so we're almost done. We have another minute and a half. Anybody have any last minute questions? I really appreciate everybody being here. Everybody that was here, and I hope you guys had some fun. It was a great one hot minute. I always have fun at one hot minute. They are so good. Jason P., thank you for being here. Before we end the stream, let me thank everybody who is still in the stream. Obviously, a lot of people have come and gone throughout this stream, but here's who we have. Oh, it's not letting me. Oh, there it is. All right. First of all, thank you so much to all my wrenches. Bizzle, Brock Bandy, Dean, James, Colin Cares, Jason P., Kristen Melinda. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And everybody else, we've got Balaki Anderson. We've got Bella Lugrisi. We got corporations are not your friend. We got that right. Dale Cox with a fine performance tonight. We got Herja. Thanks for being here tonight. Jane Aldrich, you look lovely. Thank you for joining us tonight. Jeremy Fowler, always a pleasure. Jimmy Pickles, get on those seat orders, dude. LSD Soup, stay away. I'm kidding. Thanks for being here. Narfman, rocking out tonight. Good job. Pepper Poppy, you'll get your sauce in the video soon. Rick Spicer, thanks for being here. Anna, proud of you today. Picking peppers from your garden, getting to a 10 in 1 hot minute. And Veggie Beard. You guys are awesome. Thank you for joining me. We will do this again soon. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the Heat. Oh, and Galactic Yachts. You too. Sorry. Thanks for being here.